No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure. pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He lets one fly deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Anderson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. This time it's complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. With the catch, it's Brown.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're going into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got the quick pass. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Time to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
That keeps the score. LSU 7, LSU 6.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Took a shot as he threw.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Going deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Find space on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Another first down, man. This defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
LSU 6.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Oh, out of space. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Got a man. It's Anderson. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Right down the middle. Complete downfield. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense got him at the 27.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Green.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Set to kick off. Return goes out of bounds.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. He got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready, fight. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Pulls it in, it's Watkins. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down mark. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Working that left side now. Quick step and go. Turns it on at midfield. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. What a job to lay out and make the catch. LSU quick to the line. Gets the back moving. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I like the idea by the quarterback that you're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. The extra point here would tie the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He turns that loose down the right side. Off to the races. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
How about that stuff? This dude is in fuego. Over 100 yards receiving already. You could tell there's a matchup they like, and they're going to exploit it, continuing to feature this wide receiver who's just chewing up yards.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, LSU. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, LSU 6.
First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Line getting set on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Got him downfield. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the QB has had a nice drive. And this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Durham. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
And this this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone, and the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
On fourth down, going to the air. Quick completion on the out route. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
With the catch, it's Watkins. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On first down from their own 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Hard-hitting tackle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. LSU getting set on first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a man on the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defensive He's never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Going up top again. Trying to find the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. The throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Going to swing it on second down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking down the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's perfect security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Caught near the sideline, it's Durham.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got a man, it's Watkins. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
To the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Watkins. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the Heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Makes the catch. It's Durham. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
That's the end of the third quarter. LSU 21, LSU 17.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Zings it complete to the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Snap in the shotgun. There's the pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Back to pass. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line. But 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Right on the money. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down.
And they're stopping. I don't think this is decision time. You need a touchdown. You've got to put that on the board. So this offense now, they know it's fourth down. It's a big play. What's your favorite play to go to right now?
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on fourth and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Looking to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Come on, defense. You got to do a better job tackling in the middle of the field. You've got the lead. You know they're going to try to get out of bounds and save clock. You just got to tackle that guy. Someone's got to be able to bring him down, but they couldn't get it done.
Forced out of the pocket. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gets his team the ball at the 37.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Corners are walked up tight. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Brown. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got an open man. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it in just enough room on the sideline to get the 2. They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Good timing on the quick out. Takes it out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That'll be a first down as they try to put one up late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. That's caught. It's Anderson. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, they're running 4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win. But you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game. And this defense, man, you could tell they were ready for 4 verts. They played deep. They read the quarterback's eyes. They break on the football.
Going over the top. Catch inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these